Hello boys, ghouls, and everything in between. My name is Shay, and today we're going to be talking about a whole lot of nope. So today we are going to be reading 2-sentence horror stories because I don't know, I got nothing better to do. So the website I am on is called Bored Panda, which the article is called "These 2-sentence horror stories will send shivers down your spine." I'll leave a link in the description. I have no idea how many are on this list. I might not do all of them, but let's just go with the flow. Alright, number 1, shortest horror story. There was a picture of me in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone. Okay then. A sibling horror dilemma. Well, aren't all sibling stories sibling horror? Is that? I mean, I'm an only child, so I don't. But I mean, my sister says that mommy killed her. Mommy says that I don't have a sister. That one's actually really sad. That's really sad. This took a depressing turn. I want to be scared. I don't want to be sad. This one's just titled Scary Story. You hear your mom calling you into the kitchen. As you're heading down to the stairs, you hear a whisper from the closet saying, "Don't go down there, honey. I heard it too." I've heard that one so many times. It's not even creepy anymore. This comment. Easy. He is the son of a lesbian couple. That's not scary. Alright, so number 4 is spooky visitors. The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long, rotting nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams. I sat bolt upright, relieved it was only a dream, but as I saw my alarm clock read 12:07, I heard my closet door creak open. Nope. I have a thing about closets. I might do a story time about it later on, I don't know, but I have a thing about closets. Closets freak me out, and now I'm gonna go buy a lock for mine, because nope. Number 5, perks of cremation. Oh, that sounds... No, thank you. I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would be this lonely, I would have been cremated instead. Alright, I'll make a mental note of that. Number 6. I awoke to the sound of the baby monitor crackling with a voice comforting my firstborn child. As I adjusted to a new position, my arm brushed against my wife sleeping next to me. Fun. The first comment. Or maybe the person next to you wasn't your wife. That is somehow... I don't know which would be worse, actually. Okay. This is a very long one. After struggling desperately to move any part of his paralytic body, just to alert the doctors that he was conscious before they made the first incision, he was relieved to see that one of the nurses had noticed his pupils dilating from the bright light. She leaned in close and, in a whisper that tickled his ear, said, "You think we don't know you're awake?" That makes me never want to have any surgeries ever. So thanks for that. Afterlife horrors, because, the ghosts can't even be at peace. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help. Okay then. I wake up and everything feels wrong. It's too quiet outside. I look out the window and see everyone standing still looking at my house. Nope, that's like my worst nightmare. No, thank you. I feel uncomfortable when people walk past my bedroom door and I can see them. Because I'm like, can you see inside? Are you watching me? What are you doing? I see you have a dog. Is the dog a spy? I might be a little paranoid. All right, number 10, a touch from the other side. I don't want to be touched by anyone from this side, let alone someone from the other side. So, okay. The doctors told the amputee he might experience a phantom limb from time to time. Nobody prepared him for the moments, though, when he felt cold fingers brush across his phantom hand. Nope. No, thank you. Pet horror story. Growing up with cats and dogs, I got used to the sounds of scratching at my door while I slept. Now that I live alone, it is much more unsettling. Well, I guess that means I'm never not gonna not have a pet. Did that make any sense? That was a double negative in there. Not. Who's there? A whole bunch of nope, that's who. Alright, so I just checked. There's about 52 of these stories. I'm not going to do all of them today. I think I might do about half, so let's continue on with number 12. Working the night shift alone tonight. There's a face in the cellar staring at the security camera. So this is a story of why you quit your job. Good on you. Five Nights at Freddy's. I wonder if that's where they got the inspiration. Let's see. I woke up to hear knocking on the glass. At first, I thought it was the window, until I heard it come from the mirror again. Alright, number 14. After working a hard day, I came home to see my girlfriend cradling our child. Of course there's a child in it. Why wouldn't there? Would it really be a horror story without a child in it? I didn't know which was more frightening. Seeing my dead girlfriend and stillborn child, or knowing that someone broke into my apartment to place them there. I can see why that would be a question on which one would be more disturbing. I know that this isn't a real story, but who would think to do that? What kind of fucked up mentality do you have to be in to be like, you know what'll be funny? Grave robbery. She asked why I was breathing so heavily. I wasn't. The first comment says, I don't get this one. Well, Rita Duncan, that might be a good thing. They celebrated the first successful cryogenic freezing. He had no way of letting them know he was still conscious. Okay. That is why. I mean, am I just an idiot for asking this? But if you are cryogenically frozen, can you wake up while you're frozen? And if you do wake up, are you aware of what's happening? Am I just stupid and don't know anything about this kind of thing? I have admittedly never looked up anything about cryogenic freezing, so I don't. Number 17. "I can't sleep," she whispered, crawling into bed with me. I woke up cold, clutching the dress she had been buried in. Okay. I kind of like the fact that you don't know who she is in relation to the person telling the story. That kind of adds a level of creepy, because it's like, could be parent and child, could be, I don't even know what other possibilities it could be, but okay. Number 18. You know that weird full body twitch you get sometimes when you're falling asleep? If there was a camera pointed at you and you saw what it captured in that moment, you'd never sleep again. I might not now. Oh, good Lord. Why am I doing this to myself? Why did I think this was a good idea? What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Alright, number 19. I just read the first 3 words, and the grinning face stared at me from the darkness beyond my bedroom window. I live on the 14th floor. I actually have a kind of funny story that reminds me of a couple apartments ago. We lived on the 1st floor, right after we had first gotten Dorothy. Where we lived, it was like the last building in the apartments, and it faced out into this kind of, it wasn't like a forest, it was just like a little small wooded area. And so, one of the things that I was always afraid of was having the blinds up at night and seeing something out there. So one day, one night, it was quite late at night, and I'm going from my room to the kitchen, which in doing that, I would have to pass by the windows facing out into this wooded area. And I can hear Dorothy making this weird noise, and I walk out, and all I see is this white face pressed up against the screen. And so naturally I screamed. And it took me a minute to realize it was just a white cat that had clung on to the screen. But it was just, that kind of reminds me of that. Obviously, we were on the 1st floor, so it didn't, we were on the ground level, so it wasn't it was just seeing a face pressed up against the screen. But yeah, I screamed naturally. The cat jumped off and started trotting off, and I kind of felt bad that I scared the cat, but the cat scared me first, damn it. Alright. Number 20. Sleep did not come to me easily that night in the cabin in the woods, for the portraits on the wall only portrayed deformed, decrepit, and the damned. Sleep has never come easily to me ever again, for when I woke, I found no portraits, only windows. I have heard this story before, and it's still a whole world of no thank you. This is why I don't go, well, I mean, I don't really go out much anyways, but if I was going to sleep in a random place, it would not be some weird cabin I found in the middle of the woods, that's for sure. That should just be a general rule. Don't sleep in weird cabins in the woods. Sounds like common sense, but apparently it's not. Another pet one, yay. Yay. I always thought my cat had a staring problem. She always seemed fixated on my face. Until one day when I realized that she was always looking just behind me. I mean, cats just do that. The animals just do that. Because they have much better eyesight than us, so they can see things better than... They can see the things we can't, both in the paranormal sense and the dust speck sense. So, I mean, Could be something creepy, could be something totally normal. Number 22. There is nothing like the laughter of a baby, unless it's 1 a.m. and you're home alone. Yeah! Can't imagine why that would be creepy. Alright, number 23. After so many years living alone in this large house, of course you live alone in a large house. Wouldn't be a horror story without it. I came to a startling revelation. In this time, I had closed far more doors than I had opened. It doesn't really seem scary, actually. Seems more philosophical. 24. It's been watching me for hours now. Sometimes I catch glimpses of its reflection on the computer screen, but I dare not turn around. When I'm recording something and I can see myself in my lap, that's the last thing I want to read. Reflection. Fair enough. It could be a reflection, but I don't think that's where they were going with it, Debbie Scott. Let's see. Oh. Put back the mirrors. We miss watching you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'd much rather look like I got dressed in the dark than... Let's see, number 26. You stupid bastard, I cried. Is this referring to me? I cried as he tied me to the rails. Don't you know this line has been abandoned for years? Of course I know, he said, walking away. No one comes here at all. Well, that was horrible. Bad horror story. Alright, I think I'm going to end it there for today because I feel like I am losing my mind. So, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, click on the bell notification to be notified when I post. Leave a comment. Give me 2-sentence horror stories. That's your assignment for today. Guess that's it. So remember, you are all beautiful and loved. Mwah. Bye now.